Alright, so here we are at part 4 of my walkthrough. We are back here with our friend, who I accidentally revealed to, names himself Clarence.
Why can't I hear their voices?
He's a funny guy, but whatever works, so we're just going to ignore him for the time being.
And you can't even say a word!
Whenever he talks, your vision gets a little funky or whatever, but right here, if you couldn't tell, it's like one scene in Zelda, where you gotta drag the barrels and then you have to jump across them. So, just go ahead, move them however you'd like, just make sure you give yourself not too much distance to get across. So, that looks a little bit far, so I'll take it. 7, and then this one. So, that looks good for those 3. So then, make sure you're lining it up with the center. It doesn't have to be perfect, but definitely make it so you don't have to do it twice. So as you see, I'm making them really close down here, so that means I made them a little too far down there. So just take them off and move them slightly. As you see, now I made that one too close. That should be good. Okay, so that should be it. So then you come up to the top, and there's a, another, it's not a lever, but it's like a wheel lever. So you turn that and they'll turn up the water, and then we'll jump across like the good puzzle solvers we are. So as you see, it looks like I put a pretty good distance between them. So just jumping across the barrels, or the crates. And as you can see, I overestimated how much room I should give myself. So now you can tell that what you gotta do is take these crates rather, jump on one, and then you can jump on the top one, and you can reach the storm drain. Alright, so we're now in the bathroom. There are batteries in the closet. There is, I've had better days, although you can't see yourself in the mirror, which sort of makes me sad, because like in Half-Life you can tell who you are, although you don't talk. Or rather this game, I don't know if they just left it up to your imagination or what. But, as you can see in here, there is a fuse, and there's 3 holes, so you'd imagine there would be 3 fuses to go through in the room. However, there aren't. I'm just going to quickly use the save point. There's a flare in the top drawer. And I recommend grabbing all this stuff rather than just running along, just cause you never know when you're gonna need it. Like painkillers, you might get in a really rough situation where you need to down a whole bunch, but whatever. So you take the fuse, and the middle one powers the room, which will allow you just to sort of look around without using your flashlight. And then the farthest to the left is the most important one because it lets you use the computer. Now you're talking to Dr. Annabelle Swanson, who is the only other survivor to your knowledge. So you're going to talk to her. She's going to go ahead and talk to you. Recent research, interesting stuff, and you made a note. Now you can go outside. So she informs you about infected. You know, you can quickly read the screen. I can't read it as quickly as it's probably going to load. So we are now out and about. And now Clarence is really messing with our mind. So all of these doors are jammed, but this is the first really open area where you get to freely roam. So these are all like the room we were just in, or at least we can make that assumption. So this is the library. Then this is ultimately where we want to go, and there's a hand and a retinal scanner. So, what do you think we need?
So much storage in this mind of yours.
Clarence is a pretty funny dude, but whatever. It will crouch you, just keep holding shift and running. So we have a locked door, we have another locked door, and we spend a decent amount of time in this room. So we are now in the Computer Central. So once Clarence finishes up his nonsense,
that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
It's really making me crouch here. I don't recall it being this tough. Okay. Alright, so you get to the armory room. So open the door and look around before grabbing the saw in here. So grab this flare, and then these boxes, there's nothing in them. But once you grab the saw, one of our friends comes out.
A rusty saw that just
yeah, he comes from this side. Whatever, you can run from him. He's not that scary of a dude.
Tetanus jab recently.
So you can turn around, you can see how slow he is, and he's already forgotten about me. You can do this in any order your little heart desires. I'm going to personally go to the computer lab. And I'll go ahead and cut it off at this point, just so if someone wants to watch how to do the computer lab room, then they can watch it.